They'll start this drive out on the ground. And, right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right? To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Lawrence. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now Lawrence on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Jaguars are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. is incomplete.
It was the first try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And taken at the 46. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Let's go. 61, back, box, right. Kill.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 18 more yards there and another first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Joey Sly off for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. His first career touchdown pass. And, yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate. Save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. On play action, Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So we're 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 7-7, our score after one. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here's Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, Touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards.
Look at me. Hey, on the ball.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. So right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Handoff right side to Pierce. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to John Ross. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Lawrence. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lawrence will throw. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Touchdown, Texans. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Pierce gets this one running right. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught at the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. First and 10, it's Pierce. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. 2nd and 8 coming up. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he is out of bounds here. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run for it with Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. They'll try to run with Pierce. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on third and goal.
He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Slay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the 1 play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-and-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
You go. Hey, order. Hey, Joseph.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 120 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Hey, Alpha.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. He's got a man. Complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Lawrence going to throw again. Now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 1st down, Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Christian Harris. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
On the ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going for it with Pierce. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 9. Another carry for Pierce. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 162 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. He keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations. And
he's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now Lawrence on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Hey,
on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. He's going to take another shot here. And now here is another interception. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Texans, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they will fall to 1-1.
Goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGL got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot for. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures. Just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
It's alright, man. Cool, I been going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zone, I'm gone. When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On play action, now Rodgers. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
To Williams on the jet sweep. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Slot man moves right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll run here with Taylor. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Rodgers with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there at 22.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Well, Sanders on first down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down, back to Sanders.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point safely through. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. The Giants at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up late.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Christian Harris charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's London. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw again. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
Touchdown, Giants! Donovan Peoples-Jones, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. This is taken in by McBride. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Trey McBride, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. He's got McBride here over the middle. Touchdown! Trey McBride with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Three quarters in the books. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. They'll get this off to Taylor. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second down, back to Sanders. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are on their way to a 2-0 start. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Rodgers now on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again on second down, Rodgers. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be.